an inspiring story, remarkable man, and I'm sure you're learning a lot because I am learning a lot. Dado, thank you so much first for sharing your time with us on Kababayan LA. Earlier, before the break, we talked about your passion for technology and being bigger than your passion, which is now what you're doing is you're sharing it with not just yourself and your family, but with the Philippines. Tell us a little bit more about PhilDev.
PhilDev started as Ayala Foundation USA. And the projects that we did there were what I call very tactical gift giving. Filipino Americans with very good heart, giving some help to a school, books. So I consider that tactical. There's a short-term need and it needs to be satisfied. And about 3 years ago now, we had a board meeting, in fact, here in LA.
No.
And I thought, you know, it's about time we think a lot more strategic in this thing. I concluded that I don't care how generous the Filipino-American community is all over the world. We just don't have enough money to keep on giving tactically. We have to solve the root cause, the beginning cost of all of these things.
What do you think is the root cause?
It's education.
Poverty? Education.
Yeah, the biggest fix for poverty is education. Even before that point in time where we transformed the idea and renamed Ayala Foundation USA to PhilDev, Maria and I started to do a lot of work helping. We started with the scholarships, building a facility for computers in my elementary school, getting the technicians to go there, teachers to teach how to use computers. So we've been doing that. At the same time, looking at the entire flow of technology and capability, expertise, we started a program, a fellowship for University of the Philippines professors in the College of Engineering to go to UC Berkeley and spend one school year research with the brightest engineers, researchers.
Learn.
So they do that, but before they go back, they spend 1 month shadowing me in my practice as a venture capitalist. The idea I had was I will show them how we transform technology ideas into products and, more importantly, into real companies.
Right.
Because that's hard. So we did that, and that kept going. They went back, thought more, connected with the industry because that's a requirement for the fellowship. So again, here comes the confidence. Maria and I started to gain the confidence that this may work. So it got started. It was well funded. Buildings were erected or built in UP, about 5 of them for research and teaching facilities. And we started PhD program, 7 universities.
So you're on the right track now.
We were really having the government on our side.
Right.
It's huge because that's where they should spend their money.
Exactly.
As long as we get the right entry points and get the results. We try to stay away from all that.
Politicking and all. Yes, yes.
We try to.
Right.
There are times, however, when it's just normal bureaucracy, and we all understand that at PhilDev.
Very, very low key. Very
low key.
Yes. And I think that's good, and I think that's one of the charms of PhilDev and how it builds credibility within the community. But of course, we all know that it's backed by you, and that's why you have your credibility. Going back, just wrapping things up now, you have achieved a lot for yourself, reached milestones, and now you're giving back to the community. If there's one thing, only one thing that you think you want people to remember you by or to be inspired by your story, what is it?
A good person. If people have one thing to know about me, that I'm a good person.
You're a good person. What do you think what do you consider is your biggest achievement in life?
I would look at the family side, that in spite of all the difficulties that I put my family into, lack of time spent with the kids and Maria, of course, blowing dinner appointments with her because I had to interview this executive for the company. Her not talking to me for days because of my mistakes. I think the family is, and of course a lot of credit will have to go to Maria on this. But the fact that we are still together, very family oriented, the kids seem to have extracted the value out of what I did. I consider that priceless. All the things that I've done in industry and technology, they're good, but to do all of those things under stress and then have a solid family, I think that to me is the biggest thing.
Well said and well done. Thank you so much for spending time with us today. I'm sure you have inspired a lot of our viewers, and we hope to have you back on the show.
Sure.
More power and God bless.
Thank you.